Booster up. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Excellent. Oh, these kicks are powerful. The M40 I can go to the road a little bit more, but still, nevertheless, we're taking this kind of corner at almost 70 miles an hour. Welcome back, everyone. Today we have a 2023 BMW X3 30i xDrive. As always, we're going to take a look outside and inside of the car, take it for a quick test drive, do some 0 to 60 Dragy tests, and I will share my impressions with you. It is super hot outside, so I'm going to start it up to get the AC running. This is pretty much the base trim, so you don't get the virtual cockpit or anything, but it's still super beautiful, and let's get started. So this is the 30i, which is a 2.0 liter engine, not the M40i. So I'm super curious to compare, how do these cars drive, accelerate, and feel? Because I've never actually driven this 30i trim for the X3. I have driven the 430i, but that is different. Let's look in the back, see how it feels in the back. So getting here in the back, we are greeted to a very comfortable seat, an excellent seating position. All the materials here feel great, very soft, plush. All the materials here are soft touch. We got some nice wood with the ambient lighting, pockets. It feels great in here. Is there more space than in an X4? For sure, there's more headroom, but legroom wise and just shoulder wise, it's about the same. I'd actually say the X4 is a little bit wider, but it feels very good and similar. Let's look at the trunk and see how much space we have. Very nice. Good amount of space. We have an automatic tailgate. And let's look at the engine. So to open the BMW hood, it's very simple. You just pull that twice and it comes up. Boom. Easy as that. We have this beautiful, huge panoramic sunroof, a black headliner. That is insane how big this sunroof is. We have automatic climate, park sensors, a backup camera as well, auto start stop. We have all our modes, so comfort, eco pro, sport, auto hold, hill descent control, a lot of useful cubbies. We do have a built-in navigation system, but this is not the full size screen that you can get. This is like actually the base one. We have the heated seats, dual zone climate. This is not the M package, so you don't get the M steering wheel or anything, or the M mirrors. Let's do the wiper check, and let's do a quick horn test. Awesome. So let's set off in this BMW X3. So the main question here will be is, should you pay extra and go up to the M40i for this car? And how does it differ from an M40i in general? Well, so far my very first impressions are very positive. I love the way this car sits on the road and how comfortable the ride is. I haven't gone quickly yet. I've only gone up to maybe 40, 50 miles an hour thus far on this car, but it's been ultra smooth. It's very quiet on the inside. It's got a lot of space for your headroom, for your shoulders, and the seats are incredibly comfortable. So I'm just applying a little bit of throttle, just a little bit, and the car builds speed easily. It doesn't feel stressed. It feels really effortless, and it is so quiet in here. The only thing I can hear right now is just the AC. The nice thing about BMWs is that they all come with a really big suite of options and information that you can see. For example, you know, even your sport displays on a base trim. You got your X view that shows you, you know, what the slope is of the road, your tilt, the compass. Vehicle status. Yeah, you also have the tire pressure monitor. For example, Audis don't get it unless you get the RS model, but BMW does offer that. You also have carrying car, which is a pretty cool thing. So there's also carrying car, which will actually open the sunroof, and it will start blowing air at different paces for you when you're tired. It's kind of a little refresher when you're driving. It's really cool, I think. It will shine the lights inside the cabin, so you can just enjoy and feel refreshed. Another thing that I really like about BMW is their blind spot system. I think it's absolutely the best in class out of any single brand there ever is right now. When you're driving and you try to merge, if there's a car in your blind zone and you put on a blinker, not only does it light up in the mirror saying that there's a car, but it will also give you a little vibration back in the wheel like this to show you that there is a car present. And it's a very comfortable feature. I absolutely love it. The pedal response is fantastic. You know, just a little tap of the gas, even in comfort mode, gets you up and going right away. The auto mode AC here is also wonderful. It's the right temperature. It's blowing exactly how much I want it to. Let's go into sport mode and see how that changes up things. Sport plus. So with BMWs, not only do you get a sport mode, you also get a transmission sport, where you can also move the transmission over and it's going to shift aggressively. Whoa. This is impressive. I'm gonna say that. For a base model with 250 horsepower, like 248, I don't remember the exact number. This is quite impressive, like how quick and instant it is. It just like goes right away. And this is a touchscreen, nevertheless, so you get all the necessary features that you would want. But what impresses me the most so far is how quiet this car is. It's like hushed. I really like the mirrors here. They're big and you can see everything through them. We're gonna go back to comfort mode for a sec, since, you know, there's really nowhere to go right now. But actually, yeah, we can try and pass if there's space. Yeah, easy, just an easy little tap on the gas and you're already at, I think it was 70. You don't even have to go more than halfway to get fast acceleration. But what's surprising is how comfortable this X3 is. It's smoother for sure than the M40i. The M40i is stiffer, especially in Sport Plus. You can really feel the road when you're in Sport Plus. But here, even in Sport Plus, it still feels smoother than the M40i in its comfort setting, which is shocking. Of course, the M40i is a more aggressively tuned, sporty crossover, but still, nevertheless, this is very comfortable. Great stellar suspension. Let's see if our Dragy has been connected. Yes, it has been. Let's put it here and measure the accuracy of the speedometer in this car. This is a really rev happy engine. Just, it's really easy to catch the torque wave. So going 60 miles an hour, it's showing 57, so about a 3 mile per hour discrepancy at this speed. The brakes feel good, excellent feedback. Let's go. Yeah, excellent power from this engine. It's really responsive. Just look at the way it kicks down. Wow, you got the paddle shifters here too. This is impressive. For some reason, this actually feels better than the 430i convertible I drove power-wise. Maybe, I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's just an SUV and it just gives more, a bigger sensation of acceleration. I don't know, but this feels amazing. Well, we're about to approach our Mexico straight, so we're gonna do our 0 to 60 test here. As always, we're gonna do one that way, and then if we have space, we will do one backwards, and then we will try launch control. There is a little bit of an incline down here. It's not too big. It's like maybe negative 0.7% realistically, but the results won't be too far off from like an ideal straight. All right, so let's let the traffic through. Let's put the transmission of Sport 1. All right, so we're gonna let them through. And once traffic goes, we're going to punch it and see what we can get. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Just a little bit of a delay, and now we're up and running. Great shifts from the transmission. Excellent power. Excellent power. All right, let's see the times. So we did 0 to 60 in 7.1 seconds, 7.12. And we did the quarter mile 15.1 at 95 miles per hour. Today is a very hot day and the DA is terrible. So obviously these are not the best times that we could get. but nevertheless, this car has really good power. And you know, 95 miles per hour trap speed is very good for this kind of car, for this size and this weather. Well, we did our first run that way, so we will do one more run, but this time we are going to disable traction, put it to traction mode, and we will try the launch mode and see what happens when we do that. What has impressed me the most so far is definitely the ride and the stability, just how comfortable this car feels at speed. It glides. All right, let's head out here and give it some gas. Let's go. Yeah, the power is so good, and it just, the shifts are so crisp and punchy. Oh, this is lovely. Yeah, excellent performance. It holds the road good. It's planted. There's minimum body roll, and we go into any turn like at any speed we want. All right, well, let's check the U-turn radius right here, see how big of a radius it is and how much space we need. All right, let's try. Whoa, that is stellar. Okay. All right, let's come to a full stop, reset the Dragy, boost her up, let's go. Oh yeah, oh yes, excellent. Oh, these kicks are powerful. Like with every shift, it gives you this cool kick. Alrighty, well, let's see the numbers. So we did 0 to 60 in 6.17 seconds. 6.17. Can you imagine that? And the quarter mile came in at 14.48 at 95.88. So under 14 and a half seconds on the quarter mile. Wow. And then the 62 to 99, which is 100 kilometers an hour to 160 kilometers an hour, came at 9.08. I gotta say, I'm impressed with this X3. All right, so we are about to hit the freeway and see how this car does on the highway. I also really like these gauges here. They are super duper cool. They're a little bit more old-fashioned, but a lot of people will find them to their liking, I feel like. Look at that ambient lighting, and you can also change the colors here, so you can do like orange, purple, blue, white, gold, like all these different cool tones. This is a very easy crossover to drive. It does not drive any different from a sedan or a hatchback. It feels just as good. And I'm not even able to tell that this is a 4,000 pound plus car. Like, I'm just not even able to. It feels just like a normal compact hatch. And without even touching the gas, we are already at almost, what, 62 now? I didn't even do anything. I didn't even touch the gas. Nothing. So going on the freeway, it feels just as luxurious as everywhere else. Planted, comfortable, refined. I don't hear any wind noise, no road noise. It's gliding. And right now I'm applying maybe 10% throttle, 5% throttle, and the speed is still growing and growing very easily. Like I said, the brakes do feel really good. There's no fade. They stop the car quickly. So let's go into Sport Plus again and give it some juice. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I gotta say, even with 250 horsepower, this is still enough to get you in trouble. Oh yeah. Wow. Insane. All right, let's check the cornering. This is excellent. All right, this is going to be a harder turn to take. So there is a little bit more, well, body lean than in an M40i, and the M40i can go to the road a little bit more, but still, nevertheless, we're taking this kind of corner at almost 70 miles an hour. Wow. Oh, this feels wonderful. Yeah, this power amount is more than you would ever need. So the only reason why you'd want to get an M40i at this point is if you want a stiffer suspension, you want a more sporty handling car and some more exhaust sound and, you know, even faster acceleration. But realistically, if you're just dailying this and you're driving to work every day and you just want to have a good balanced car, then this really may be it. There's no need to even go any higher on the trim level than this. This is already perfect enough, I feel like. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. To wrap up the summary, I highly recommend this X3 to prospective buyers of this car class, or even any car class that you're shopping. Check this out. I love this way more than the Q5 of the same engine. This is way more playful, way more engaging. I love the ride. It feels just as smooth, but with better handling, less body roll, and the numbers are actually very close between the two cars. So they're both about mid 14s on the quarter mile. But this, for some reason, just feels better to me. Like the sound of it, just the way it feels, the way it drives, I like it much more. So personally, I would definitely prefer this. But the Q5 is probably going to be my second favorite between this segment. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, share these videos, and stay tuned for more. Till next time.